Hello guys, it's me Karthik. Hope you guys are doing really good. So we are building our pin code application here. So I have uploaded four, and I also have one video where we have able to hit the backend API from the input we have given and get the response. Okay, so let me show that part here. So we are hitting the backend API and we are getting the response here. Okay, and in this video, we are going to proceed to the next step like this, where I am going to display the data of the response in a tabular format, and also I'm going to handle the error message as well. Okay, so in my previous video, we have seen about this error message like try catch handling. That part we will see slowly. Okay, if there is anything wrong in the pin code, we are actually getting the response like this. Where is that? I think like this. Okay, so with the help of status, I can definitely um, definitely handle the error message here, because I know that this part is always going to be constant, and based on the pin code only we are getting that error message, right? So that also we will discuss here. Okay, so here what is happening is we have this API, right? Where we are using the use effect and getting that function called and getting the response and setting that pin response here. Okay, this is cool, nice. But from this response, we will send it to the next component to display it in a tabular format, right? So for that purpose, let me create a folder like table data like this. Okay, then create a file like display in tabular format. I know it's super long, but it's meaningful, isn't it? Dot js, sorry, dot js as a js file, and also let's create a css file as well, because since we are handling about the table, so we need that. Okay, now let's go here, function table format, and we are going to get the response into the child component, right? So I need a pops here. Okay, cool. Then export default. uh, okay, and let's keep something like constant response is equal to, let's keep it as pops dot response. Okay, then in my return statement, what I can do is div tag. In between div tag, I can handle this guy. Presently, let's keep like response of, since it is a array of these items, so response of 0, I will get the object here. Then for that, let me get the status. Okay, this, let's keep it as it is. Now we need to plug this component into our API. Okay, how we can plug? Directly here. Okay, directly here, like post display it in tabular format, and we get the response is equal to, simply we can use pin response. Likewise, okay, and we are getting the data here. Okay, let's see what is going to happen. So I have this application. Now you could see 560100, and I have this error message. Okay, why this is happening? because we are not waiting for enough time. 0 1 double 0. Okay, it is not getting waited for enough time. Okay, so in order to do that, let's create one flag here, like constant, uh, uh, let's say pass flag, and set pass flag. Okay, and by default let's keep a false value here. Okay, once my response is successful, once I could able to set the data properly, then let's make that as true. So here let's keep it as true. In the beginning let's keep it as false itself. Okay, and in catch also let's keep it as false. Okay, then I have this data. Now I need to use it accordingly, right? So here, if pass flag, so one second. Yeah, so if pass flag is true, then only let me call this guy. Okay, then only let me call this guy. Return statement. Okay. Acha, one second. If pass flag. Yeah. One second. Let's give me a minute. Here I have this guy, and here, uh, here, and pass flag is equal to true. Uh, okay, let's wrap this in div. Let's, yeah, okay. Then here, let's, once it is true, then what I can do, I can uh, call my tabular display tabular format. Okay, okay, then response is equal to is in which format, pin response, right? So this I can pass it there. Okay, so when the response is this, I can pass it to that guy. Okay, there were two errors. Okay, postal API line number 38, it seems. What is it? Import return. Acha, acha. Okay, close in bracket. I think this is done now. This is pass flag. Okay, it's true. And let me execute this guy now. So I have 5601000. Click on it. Now you could see we are getting the response, right? Now let me show you one more time. 5601000, and I clicking, it is taking some time, then it is showing the response. In the meantime, is there any way for me to let the user know that it is loading, it is calling a API? Let's wait. That sort of message I want to handle. Yeah, you can definitely handle that as well. How? Like this, like if pass flag, by default it is true, but if pass flag is false, okay, then I can simply throw like loading. Okay, if it is loading, now you could see here 560100 loading, then it is making success, so that it's easy for me to handle. Okay, for me, whoever is using this particular application, it's easy for them to view this properly, right? Cool. But you could argue that, so in catch as well we kept pass flag to false. That means if something error comes, then what we are doing, we are keeping it into the false. That means we are always keeping it into the loading state, right? Yes, but the thing is here, in case of this API, okay, when something went wrong, we are getting the response directly here. Okay, so this is a false response. Okay, when something went wrong, we are getting 404. Okay, when something everything went right, then we are getting status as success, right? So let's see that how we can handle. Okay, so in my case, when everything is true, that means everything is successful, then I can simply use this method response, pin response, sorry, yeah, pin response of 0 dot status is equal to success. Okay, if everything is successful, then I can use this. Okay, right, cool. That means I can send it here 560100. Now you could see everything is successful. But if something went wrong, let's say like I have this, okay, then we are not handling that scenario, right? So that also, let's see how we can handle it here. Okay, so likewise, if it is, sorry, one second, we have this message, right? If it is false, then load it. Ha, then this, you copy this guy and paste it over here, and I don't need this guy as of now properly. Here, when it is true and when it is not successful, then it is not success, then I need to show some sort of a error message here like this. Okay, something went wrong, please try again. Okay, when it is true and we got the response, but it is not success. Okay, the third one is it is false, that means it's still loading. Okay, so compiled here. Now you could see we have entered invalid, then what we got it, right? Something went wrong, please try again. Okay, when everything is cool, we are getting the response as success. Okay, now instead of this success, I want to show the data properly. Okay, so when everything is success, we are showing this, right? So when everything is success, here I'll going to get the post office as a JSON object. When something went wrong, I won't get that, right? Cool, not a big deal. So here with this post office, I'm going to iterate and display it into the tabular format. Okay, so that thing we have it here, right? So here I have the response. Then I'm going to use table response or else post office response. Let's keep post office res is equal to response dot, what is that object name? Object name is post office. Okay, post office. Okay, then in my actual response, what I can do is instead of all this, let's keep table. Okay, then we have the table body as one and table head as another, t head as another. Okay, in my table body, let's keep table row. In my table row, let's keep td object as, since I have the response now, the field I'm going to use is name, and let's keep something called, let's copy paste this for few more times. Okay, I have the name, I'll use circle, or else, yeah, whatever you want you can use. Okay, circle, I will use district, I will use district. Then let me copy this guy into this, and division as well I will use. Then I will use state and country. Then I will then I will then I will use country. Okay, this is cool. This is my table head. Okay, in my table body, okay, in my table body, what I need to do here, this is my response, right? This is going to be vary for each and every pin code, but I have the array, then I will iterate over my array for each and every row. I will display this data. That means what I need to do, this is my response. In my response, I am going to use map here so that I can iterate it successfully. Okay, let's say like pin here as an object. Okay, something like this I will have. Then in my table, for 1 second. Okay, here for each and every single row, that means tr, for each and every single row I have. Then for every single we'll see. Okay, I will have td object. In my td I will have pin dot name. Okay, name is nothing but this guy, and similarly I can use all of them properly here. Okay, so let me copy paste this guy, 2 3 4 5 6, circle, district, division. Then I have the state and country object. So state I have, country I have. Okay, let me refresh it here. Now let's go here. uh, Undefined map 5601000, click on it. We are getting that response. Okay, here we are getting cannot read properties, undefined map. Okay, map, post office responses, res dot, I think this way. Okay, in my zero, let's refresh this guy, 5601000. Yeah, now you could see we are getting the data. Why previously we have not got it? Because in my zero object I have the post office. Okay, so that part I am showing. Okay, now we got the data properly, but it is not so looking good, right? We need to uh, we need to show it in a readable, much better format, right? So for that purpose I have this example here. I have the css. Okay, so this CSS I will try to use it as part of my CSS. Okay, so table and CSS, copy paste it, and once you save it, go here, refresh it. I have saved it, right? Yeah. 1 sec. Did I import it? No. So I need to import import here display table format dot css. Okay, save it, compilation done. Yeah, cool. 560,100, click on submit. Now you could see we got a beautiful format, right? And once you click on reset, everything went out. And if I give this pin code 111001 111001, click on submit. Now you could see we got the all the data. Okay, and whatever the fields you can use, and if you don't want to use, you can remove that as well. If I give something wrong, okay, then something went wrong, please try again. Okay, if I click again, refresh it again. Okay, so this is a proper error mechanism as well, we have handled it here. Yeah, so that's all about this video. And so when it goes to the design, we have achieved this. Let's see what we can do next. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you. It's me, Karthik.